Oh man, I hate my nose. What is up, everybody? Ninja Nick here, 420 Gamer to Friday the 13th in the background. Now, in this one, we're going to be doing a little bit of smoking like we normally do. And the actual topic for this one is going to be misconceptions. And, a misconception is pretty much a misunderstanding. You know what I mean? Or like one person thinking and feeling one way because they thought because of the way someone was treating them. Now, how does a misconception probably kind of like come about? Well, generally, like two people, like friends or acquaintances, and one person has feelings for that person, right? And the other person doesn't really have feelings and or doesn't really know if they do, but yet they're just being nice to be nice. Well, some people will take that nicety and like take it way farther than what it really is. You know what I mean? Motherfucker. Like some people, they'll take that and they'll go, "Oh wait, this person's actually being nice to me." Unlike most people ignore me, or they'll shrug me off, or just blow me off, or whatever. And they're looking at like, well, this person doesn't do any of that stuff. Maybe they like me. Oh wait, hey, maybe they'll be my boyfriend or girlfriend. And then that's where the misconception comes in. And then their feelings start building, because they think that because the way you're acting is because you have feelings, when actually in truth you just might not. You're just probably doing what you're doing to be nice. You know what I mean? And that sucks. And one of the best ways to actually avoid a circumstance like that, a misconception that bad, is pretty much if they're a friend of yours and or someone who you actually want to date. You know what I mean? Because you have feelings, and you have feelings. Well then, the only best route to go for you. Okay, at least, oh sweet, it's actually gonna go into it. Okay.
Hello?
Okay. Okay, so far it looks like we're getting a full game in here. Let's see if we actually do get a full game. Of course, they choose Packanack. They always choose Packanack. Don't know what it is, but people are just addicted to fucking playing on the Packanack map. Damn, that Skylar William person just was not logging in. Like shit. Let's go. Let's get this over with. Let's do it. Sloth slime, what the fuck? Skylar William person. Oh look, full roster. Let's go. Okay. Well, let's go, everybody. Let's do this. Well, let's go. At least let's everyone ready up. Like shit. If everyone ready up, just go a little bit faster. Just sit here like a bunch of retards. Damn, that dude's at like 999. Holy fuck. Usually if it's only like that is if you're actually recording. Surprisingly, mine's out between 190 something and 230. Surprising. That took fucking a long time, didn't it? Like, God, I hate that bullshit. Especially when motherfuckers don't ready up. They just sit there like a bunch of idiots. Let's see how long this is gonna take. This is gonna be quite interesting. Okay. Okay.
Oh God, what am I gonna do?
Now, continuing on from where I was until all that stupid, retarded, slow ass shit because people like to take fucking forever. But, anyways, best way to actually avoid a situation like that and a huge misconception and misunderstanding is pretty much, let them know how you feel. Like, even if they're just a friend, right? Like, if there's someone that you have feelings for, despite how much afraid you are that, oh, hey, maybe informing this person might make it a little awkward or weird, only one of you is going to make it awkward or weird. As long as it's not you, then all you have to worry about is them. And at the same time, if they're an adult about the situation, they won't make it that awkward or weird. They'll understand that, hey, there's people who have feelings and there's people who don't. And sometimes you'll come across someone who won't have feelings for you. Honestly, it sucks and it hurts, but at the same time, that's fucking life. You know what I mean? And do you want to be the person who goes through life going like, what if I did this? What if I said that? What if I decided to grow a parent? All that kind of shit. Because anytime that, I know I have feelings for somebody, I let them know. And then I sit there and I'll actually say, it's like, hey, I actually have feelings for you. But, there's something you also got to understand that, sometimes the feelings will not be, felt in the same as you. Meaning, you won't, you may have feelings for somebody, but they might not have feelings for you. Such as, circumstances that I've been in that circumstance a lot, actually. I've actually had feelings for lots of girls over the years, and it's always just ended up being just more than just a friendship. That's all it ever was. And honestly, it's okay as long as they're actually honest with you. Which, they can't be honest with you about how they feel, or you can't even know about how they feel about you all the way up until you are actually honest with them. So, if you actually ever do have feelings or anything like that for somebody, let them know. Straight up let them know. Say, hey, yeah, I have feelings for you. I've had feelings for you for, a while. And just let them know. And, if it's meant to happen, it will happen. If they want to date you, then, it'll actually go beyond that point. Now, if you actually do open your feelings up to somebody and you let them know, and, particularly a woman, and she says this particular thing to you, like, let's see what happens. Well, that's just a nice way of her saying to you that it's not going to happen. Because if she was literally contemplating it, she would actually say, yes, let's, let's go out. Let's see. That's, let's see. When they just say, let's see what happens, that's just literally them saying it. If they don't think about making a date to go out somewhere, to go and talk about, what could happen. And I mean, this could be coffee, this could be lunch. This doesn't actually technically have to be like a dinner date, but it as long as you get it out there, and as long as you let them know that, hey, you know, I am this way because of how I feel, then there's no misconception. Now they know how you feel, and all you have to do is wait to hear how they feel about you. Now, do open your mind, your ears, and your fucking brain, okay? I said mind and brain, but trust and believe me, there's a difference. Now, you gotta be smart, okay? If someone does not return the feelings that you want, then don't waste your time and, you know, blaming yourself or hurting yourself in some way, shape, or form, because this person doesn't feel the exact same way about you that you do about them. Just understand that, hey, you know, sometimes feelings are not, you know, shared in the same way. Sometimes some people just view you as a friend. I mean, that's not the worst thing in the world. Because, I mean, would you rather have, like, no friends and, you know, no one to interact or hang out with? You know what I mean? Even if it is a girl that, you know, you're in love with, or, you know, you have massive feelings for, or a guy that you're in love with or have massive feelings for. Now, most of this advice is mainly stemmed towards men. Sorry, ladies, but right now, like, most of the misconceptions are usually done on a man's part. Such as, usually the guy is the one who's under the misconception. Usually we're the ones who are sitting there thinking that, oh, hey, you know, you like us, so, you know, we'll continue, we act a certain way, we do certain things to get you to like us even more. You ladies, you really don't deal or end up having misconceptions when it comes to feelings. Because, for most part, most ladies are actually pretty honest about how they feel about someone. I mean, they won't outright say it, for the most part. Most ladies aren't like, oh, the kind of lady who's gonna go, oh, hey, I like you, we should go out. Don't ever expect a lady to ask you out. Even though, in my opinion, if a woman actually wanted to, you know, find a real man, that's what they would do. They would actually have no problem asking a dude out. But they don't. Not really. So, you know, always keep that in mind, that, you know, you as the man, you're always going to have to make at least the initial step. And that initial step is you sharing your feelings. And, you know, you'll get shot down a good portion of the time. Sometimes they'll actually say, oh, hey, you know, that's not a bad idea, and actually goes from there. And I mean, if you're actually able to make a date with that person and they don't blow you off to go and hang out with someone else, then there you go. Now, that's the thing, too. If they actually do make plans with you, or you make plans with them, and they blow you off, such as, you know, they know that the day that you plan to go out with them, and they choose to, you know, do something or make themselves busy that day, they did that on purpose. So don't sit there and, you know, accept any kind of bullshit lie that they're going to feed you about how, you know, they got busy or something else like that. Especially if they choose their friends over actually going out on a date, then that means that you weren't that important to actually go out on a date with. Sucks, but true. So, you know, always remember that one. So, if you actually do make plans with a woman, and she blows you off to go hang out with friends or go be with a different dude or whatever, then especially if it is to do something with another dude, okay? She can go ahead and sit there and say, oh, he's a friend. She ain't gonna blow you off for a friend. She ain't gonna blow a possible date, possible boyfriend off to hang out with a friend. Ain't gonna happen. Nope. So if she's saying he's a friend, no, he's not. He's a lot more than a friend. He is something that she wants him to turn into, probably her boyfriend. But either A, he's an asshole, or B, he's her version of what she's treating you like. Meaning, he likes her, but he just doesn't want to date her, kind of like thing. Which is what she's doing to the other guy. Which, you won't be surprised on the amount of fucking love triangles are like that. It's hilarious. I mean, it sucks to be in one, honestly, but the amount of them, because most people really choose not to use their brains. I mean, they'd rather actually sit there and go, oh, well, hey. It's like, no, fuck that. I'm not going to accept that shit. I'm not going to accept the whole, we made plans and then, oh, you're going to blow me off for that shit. No, 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 no. And the best part is, especially if, like, the whole circumstances, if your circumstances, like how mine has been with some people, because, I mean, I've actually shared my feelings with a girl, and I told her how I feel, and she pretty much gives me the same thing, and she pretty much tells me, oh, well, let's see let's see what happens, and we've actually made several plans to go out and do something, and case in point, actually, each time she's chosen to go out and do something with, friends or something. She says that and the funny thing is, she always ends up going, saying that she's gonna come back, and then she doesn't. And I mean, I already know she's not, and it doesn't really bother me none personally, because we're not together, and we are friends, and I understand that she wants to have fun and do her own thing. Oh shit! I didn't even see him coming. Hell yeah, that was a good one, Jason. Hell yeah, that was awesome. Straight up snuck up on me. That was funny. Alright, there we go. But, she's actually blown me off on several occasions, chosen to do something else or go somewhere else, and then give me the excuse of, oh, well, I tried to get back in time. It's like, no, I mean, you wouldn't have done it. I mean, the day before, or like hours before, or like an hour before, or minutes before. It's like, no, you wouldn't have done it. If it was something you wanted to do, you would have waited. You would have been patient. We would have done it, and then you would have done all your plans afterwards. So, and the best part about it is, the fact that I'm an adult about the situation. I'm pretty much the kind of person that's like, well, hey, I'm not going to waste my time, energy, or efforts when I know it's not even appreciated. You know what I mean? So it's like, kind of like, okay, fuck that. Now, what irritates me about most guys, and why most women have issues with guys nowadays, is because, well, one, it's actually their fault. Like, honestly, ladies, it's actually your fault. And this is how it's your fault, because you ladies sit there and you'll complain and say how you want a man and you want him to be able to listen to you, you want to be able to talk to him and all that shit. But yet, when you find that man, you look past him and you see some other guy because he's the kind of guy that you're normally attracted to. Like, and usually it's always a low-life gangster wannabe, guy covered in tattoos, guy who's always getting arrested, guy who's always walking around on the streets or driving around on the streets, just the troublemaker kind of dude. You know what I mean? And that's not a man. Honestly, that's a little boy. A man actually does what they have to do and what they need to do before what they want to do. You know what I mean? They make sure that their family is taken care of, whether they have kids or whatever. They have a roof over their house. They have food in their stomach. Their bills and all that stuff are paid. They're working their ass off. That is what a man does, honestly. A man makes sure and he provides. A little boy will sit there and, hustle and do a lot of really retarded shit and do a lot of immature stuff, which, young men do. Not all of them, but good portion. But you know what? When you ladies are attracted to that bad boy kind of thing, and you'd rather go for the bad boy than actually go for the man, you can't complain. honestly, if you are doing what you know you shouldn't be doing, and you do it, and you complain about it, why? Why not go and think of it like, I did this, I shouldn't have, but I did it anyways. Well, I have no right to open my mouth and complain. Not at all. Maybe instead of complaining, I should actually buckle my ass down and not do that. Maybe I shouldn't do that at all. And, I find it funny, though, that ladies will complain to men about men. And it's like, if there's no good guys out there, why are you complaining to me? Like, shit, I'm a good guy. I've been told by several women that, I'm an amazing guy. I'm a great dad. I'm this, I'm that. And, I'm sitting there, and they're also saying, it's like, oh, you'd make any woman happy. It's like, bullshit, bitch. Really? The last two women I was with, fuck no. Son's mom hates my guts and doesn't even really have a reason. She just hates me. My other woman that I dated was so fucking crazy that she assumed that I was like fucking anything that was coming near me. So, hey, there we go. Also, the fact of the matter is, every other girlfriend before that my son was even born that I ever had has ever fucking cheated on me, used me, lied to me, or did the typical bullshit. So it's like, I think you ladies are full of shit. You're just being nice to be nice. But, ladies, like I was saying, it's your fault when you put yourself in that circumstance or predicament to the point where you're choosing to date somebody that you know you probably shouldn't date because either A, they're young, big ass dick, which is usually that one, and, D, which is all the above. That's usually why they go for that kind of guy. You know what I mean? And this dude could be a homeless motherfucker, and they still choose him over a dude who's actually responsible and stuff like that. Because the responsible motherfucker's boring. The responsible motherfucker is getting up, he's going to work, he's coming home, he's eating dinner around a certain time, he's eating maybe breakfast at a certain time, has a schedule. Nowadays, you ladies, you kind of don't like that whole schedule thing. You like that sporadic of just go in any fucking direction you want. And that's you young millennial ladies. Not too much ladies my age and older, but even still then, the whole bad boy thing comes in to the point to where it's like, yeah, I want that. I don't want a guy who, I'm sitting on the couch and we're watching Netflix together and we're cuddling and, kissing and, eating popcorn or whatever you might be doing. No, they don't want that, dude. They want the, hey, let's go out to homeboy's house and let's kick it. And quite literally, they want the dude who actually talks like that. They don't want a guy who actually has a vocabulary. I mean, honestly, I talk like that too sometimes, but I mean, I don't go full like old. I can't even say old school because even then, still didn't talk too much like how most of those fucking retarded, arrogant, retarded. I said retarded twice because it's just retarded the way people talk like that. I mean, honestly, like you want to get so gangster, blackish to the point to where it's like you're gonna start talking like a fucking idiot. Like really. I mean, I'm not good with my vocabulary and punctuation and shit too. But you know what? At least I sound words out fully. But, that's usually the guy they want to go for. Not the dude who's either responsible, has a good head on his shoulders, I wouldn't say, women usually go for a guy who has a really, really good job and a really good car. But, that's women and that's usually the money grubbers. You should be able to actually have, a decent job, or a job period, any kind of job really, and, at least be able to take care of yourself. If you're taking care of yourself, you're independent, that should be technically the guy the lady goes for. But, nope. They go for the fucking, I can't even say damage, but just the bad boy dude that they want to turn good. It's like, are you stupid? And I mean, I was even telling my roommate just something like that the other day, because she's going through that with her ex, and it's like, it's stupid to waste time and energy on a little boy that you're trying to turn into a man. Because even if you do turn him into anything, he's gonna view you as his mom. He's not gonna want to find you. He won't find you sexually attractive no more because you're just trying to turn him into something he doesn't want to turn into. He has to. That's the thing that you ladies make a mistake on. You have to be able to be with a guy who's willingly wanting to change for you. He is changing. He's changing himself for you. You're not changing him. No, 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 no. You need to find a guy who goes, you know what? I love this girl. She deserves to eat good every day. She deserves, to be warm, be cool. She deserves to have a good house or whatever. And, he starts seeing what he needs to do, and he starts taking the steps and doing what he needs to do to get what you want. That is the man you need to get. That's a man. A man who's constantly striving to do better and be better for you. Because he wants better for you. And for the family that you two are getting ready to create after, you get past a certain point in your relationship. And that's another thing is people are like jumping into having kids with each other way too fucking fast. I mean, I think people should live together for several years before they decide to have kids. In my opinion. Because, I mean, you'll end up in a circumstance much like myself and or a majority of other fucking people around the country. And, you're a single parent. And either you're a single parent with a parent who fucking hates you. And or, you're the parent who doesn't have the kid. And that shit would tears a parent who loves their kid up inside. Not being able to actually see their kid, be around their kid, hear their kid. I mean, shit. When my son's not even running around in my house, when he's not even home on the weekends, I feel fucking lonely because it sucks because he's not home. It's crazy. So, for the single parents, or not even the single parents, but for the parents who don't even get to have their kid around, that shit sucks. That's why, honestly, you should actually strive to find someone who you don't want to be away from. Unless you're working or doing what you need to do. But, pretty much that's how you pretty much handle misconception. And, and that's what will happen if a misconception goes well beyond. Because it does happen, actually, with lots of people. Lots of men can take a misconception and make it a huge thing. Some guys can go and see it and go, okay, well, she's just being nice because, well, I mean, it's a good thing to be nice to people. I mean, it's always good to be nice to somebody. Everyone deserves someone to be nice to them. So, anyways, just be honest. Honesty is always key. I mean, even if it's a scary thing and, you're afraid to be judged or you're afraid that, something bad will happen, it's always good to see. Because if you don't, you're always going to wonder what if. And wondering what if all the time sucks. So don't be the what if person. Be the, yeah, I knew it. Or, hey, you know what? I tried. Always try. Always try. Never give up. Never surrender into, the whole feeling of despair and whatnot. I mean, like with me, I've accepted that I'm probably going to be single for a very long time, or pretty much probably the rest of my life. But at the same time, I'm not going to give up on the thought process of, hey, what if one day I'm going to the grocery store and I run into, a beautiful woman and she actually strikes up a conversation with me and it turns into a good friendship, and that friendship turns into an actual relationship. You know what I mean? And I mean, that's always a good way to start it out off. You always want to be friends with the person before you actually date the person. Like, honestly, you do. Because that way, you actually get to know them, get to know who they are, what they like, what they don't like. Favorite hobbies, least favorite hobbies, music, stuff like that. You find out all the stuff that makes them tick. And that's technically what a person who's going to be dating a person should know anyways. And, when you're that person's friend, and then you become that person's lover, now, you have the best of both worlds. And yeah, you'll have other friends and stuff like that, but, you'll always still have your best friend. Because technically that's what your partner's supposed to be, is your best friend. Like, all honestly, if if you have a best friend, it should be your spouse. Plain and simple. But anyways, I think I'm gonna call it a video. I hope everyone enjoyed it. I hope everyone has a great day, great night, great evening, all that great shit. You know exactly what I mean. Catch me for my next one. Later, guys.